together, 'cause it's a beautiful day. Sun on my face, feeling okay. Don't let it get away. It's a beautiful day. Feel so proud, screaming out loud. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Feel so proud, screaming out loud. It's a beautiful day.
Otokerwa for Namibia, welcome to the Tribe on One Africa TV, DSTV channel 284, GoTV channel 90. Joining me, Shayolenga, on this week's Tribe exclusive is Namibian multi-award winning rapper and actor Dice. We catch up with a stunner man on family, work and play, the industry, and what he is cooking in the kitchen and with who. Plus, we introduce you to fresh talent in the tune of Mali Notes. This is the Tribe. We'll be right back.
Kids making kids in the road. I see the streets getting filled by the poor, the rich men.
Hey, what up? This your boy Dice, the #1 stunner. Watch the Tribe on One Africa TV. Stay tuned.
My car fixed, but I feel real broke. I got 49 cents.
Full of cheers. Tafolaga, Namibian like you.
Oraniumunt, established in 1936, from which point onwards CDM, now Namdeb Diamond Corporation, provided every service, the schooling, infrastructure and entertainment required for the people of the town. The winds of change is blowing over Oraniumunt, which is no longer a closed town.
This ship was commandeered by King Zhao III, and he actually sent a knight to Spain to go and fetch some money from investors, because they wanted to go and fetch some spices in India.
When we were kids, the mine delivered milk, bread, and black paper, black plastic bags for your rubbish, and cleaned your garden, did the maintenance of your house. You had furniture already installed in your house.
My heart beats, but my aim being blown. I gotta snitch, gotta get real close. I'm still clearing up the air while the smoke being blown.
We're getting right back into business here on the Tribe with our exclusive featuring Namibian multi-award winning rapper and actor Dice. Now, it's been a minute, Madiza Heisken, and he's always welcome back home. So thank you so much for taking time out and touching base with us, man.
Always a pleasure being here, Shay.
Yeah, man.
Home sweet home.
Home sweet home.
Yeah, let's say you can go wherever you want to, but you always come back home.
I still have this vivid image of you walking into the old 99 in Eros.
Yes.
And you used to come through the back door.
Yes.
And I remember you were wearing your work clothes. Because you always had to skip work to come through for an interview with us.
You see, that just shows the level of commitment that we've dedicated to this industry or to the art or to the passion, if you can see it like that. So
And the
in my uniform,
sacrifices.
the sacrifices as well.
Made. Yeah. The latest thing with you, I think everybody's always in tune with what Dice is up to. We get to see you on the screen, we get to feel your music. But some of the big things that are happening and the changes are in your own personal life. And that kind of, we feel that on the front. You are one of the artists, and Namibian artists have decided to make Osona Village their little Hollywood, LA, or Kahanja their little boulevard type of thing. You've uprooted your life here in the capital and decided to move out to Okahanja.
Yeah.
What was the purpose? What is it all about?
It's actually scary because I was born and raised in Windhoek. It's always been a place where I told myself that I would never move from until maybe my retirement days or whatever. But I think with age comes wisdom, and with times also comes a lot of expenses. So, so I had to be realistic on life choices. Opportunity presented itself, and my family and myself, we got ourselves a nice spot in Okanja with it that we bought. And yeah, it's been a year, but it's been for most part a blessing in disguise because when I moved to Okanja, that's when I met Mali Notes, and that's really when my music production has really speed forward, and I took an aggressive approach on finishing it up. So discovering of new sounds and talent, and also being inspired at the same time. I think for the most part the move was just for the album actually.
And it's done really good things for you. The fresh air, being out there.
Yes. Less distractions.
You have a whole space for yourself and your family, and you have a space to do your work. You've got I mean, I'm privileged. I got to see the studio at Dice's house, and it looks like you really did make a right move, a right choice. So you've got a space where you can be creative and whatnot. What are some of the challenges, though, that come along with it? I mean, a lot of people in the industry believe that Windhoek, you have to be in Windhoek to make it. But are there any challenges when you do uproot from the capital and decide to venture into other spaces throughout the nation?
Yes, because obviously Windhoek is the centerpiece of everything in the country. But also Kanje is not that far away from Windhoek also. So challenges are there because when you need to collaborate with somebody, it's not as join it's not as easy as it was. So most of the times now we need to, like just the other day I had Desmond, he came for the weekend. We did a collab on the album. So he had to come for the weekend. Initially, he just came for the day, but because the session dragged, so he was forced to literally stay overnight and eventually stayed the whole weekend. So I wouldn't really call it also a challenge. I would say also another blessing, because also, you know, it's been a long time since I've seen my brothers and my colleagues. We, especially after COVID, you know, so it was also good. It put us in a good space where we could catch up with each other and just to touch bases to what has been happening, you know. So on a human perspective, and not celebrity or musicians in our own rights.
Especially even in this COVID time, like you're saying, when we need to reconnect again. So
you know, when you're sharing your stories, you know, there's a lot of situations that everyone is going through. There's deaths that's been happening throughout the COVID, these job losses and that kind of stuff. But just catching up, just to know that you're not the only one that's going through this thing, it gives you a certain relief, you know, knowing that, okay, at least someone can relate or can understand a fellow artist, you know, and that is gold. You know, it's really, relationship is important, engagement is important. And I think Okanje has really provided me with a platform to also just bond with people in that way.
I mean, I might be a little insensitive right now, but when you're talking and what's going through my head, all I can think is, I can't wait to hear the music they're making after experiencing this COVID darkness that has come out. Speaking about family and connecting, are the Dark Dogs still a pack?
So Dark Dogs is I like to see it as more than just a label. But on the business side of things, Dice is the only artist that is signed to it. But the guys are still pretty much a part of it. It's been, it's been almost 15 years. You know, I was in high school when the label was put together as a group. I eventually, just after high school, I think when I started putting out solo music, I registered it as a company. Yes, I registered it as a company. But then the artists, like the Little Dog in the Marvin Southgates, those are more affiliations, because I always say this, I'm still a student of the industry. I'm still learning myself. And besides really guidance and big brother advice that I can give, you know, just to help you not going to go into the portals that I went through
before,
you know. So I just try to teach game to these guys, but it's not really a label whereby you can expect an album every year from an individual artist from the label. So it's more of a brotherhood thing. It's more of an affiliation. The crew is still together. We're still very much tight. I'm always with Lil Dog. He's like a little brother to me. Speaking of Lil Dog, he's actually the one who brought me Mali Notes, which is the guy that's so far has got the most produced songs in the album. So I mean, these are some of, you know, it's good energies. You know, energies connect with other good energies.
And it's better to connect with energies that you have known, that you can trust. You know the good, the bad, and the ugly of these energies, and you deal better
till the wheels fall off.
And you gotta have, I mean, going and just moving and shaping into the man that you have become, you've got to have that safety net around you, and also creating safe space for your family.
Of course.
First. Speaking about family, you are a father figure to your children. How does
try to
this,
be.
yeah? How does this influence your music? How has loving children and being a part in something bigger to somebody else influenced your music and changed the tune a little bit from the rough street stuff you used to give us to now the old softy?
Now you see, with my daughter, when she hears music playing in the studio, she normally comes. She comes all the way around and she comes in the studio. Now with her, when I know something's really good, is when she'll be nodding her head.
She's got her daddy's ear. She's
when she's nodding her head, then I know, ooh, this is fire.
Papa, come in here and sing it. Come on.
Hi there, parents. Do you have primary school kids and want them to get extra quality supplementary lessons to up their grades? Then simply switch to One Africa TV's #LearnOn1, where your kids can get maths, English and science lessons every weekday from 9 to 11 a.m. with repeats from 2 to 4 p.m. And thanks to NMH's MyZone, these lessons are 100% Namibian. There's so much to learn with #LearnOn1. Invite learning in.
Every Saturday at 7 p.m., you can stay true to Namibia sounds with the Valentine's True Music Sessions. Only on 99 FM. Stay tuned. Stay true. There's no wrong way. Valentine's. Not for sale to persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
At Spar, we're here for you with 3 days of super deals and incredible savings across the store. Get Brooks Oros for just $27.99 and Nescafe Classic Coffee. Buy any two for only $100. It's 3 days of incredible savings only at Spar.
Welcome back to the Tribe exclusive featuring Namibian hip-hop success story in the form of the #1 stunner man, Dice. Now, so far we've been talking about what you've been doing in the studio, uprooting your life, but you, on a scale when it comes to business, are really in tune with yourself. Watching you on The Search, for instance, was watching Simon Cowell, for example. It was like, what did Dice just change into Simon from Idols? What role did you play on the platform searching out for Namibia's new talent?
So the project came about 4 years ago. And when we were putting the panels together for the judges, I told the producers that we need to give a voice to rap music. It cannot just be singers or other type of vocalists and we exclude the rappers. I think it is time that we as a Search set an example and also concentrate on the music in general, Namibian music in general. So my role there, to be very frank, is I was there for rap.
Yes.
Just to put it out there.
Yeah, and we saw the love for rap that you have out there.
I had to just to not to say to give them an unfair advantage, but just a fair advantage to compete, just for them to compete. So my role was, I was basically looking for good music, raw talent, preferably a rapper, but also something different, because we've got a lot of talented rappers. We've got KPLs, we've got Cannibal, the lead, Kitty Cat, Jerry Coles, the Dices, you know, the Dores, the Chicololos of the world, you know, the Dash, you know, Maps, etc., etc. But for me as a judge, I was looking for something which I have not had before.
Unique.
Something unique.
Standing out from
exactly. You coming on the show, winning the competition, and at the end of the day contributing to the Namibian industry, and when it's immense, you will be one of the success stories that would create sort of a streamline of its own, of where people could be like, okay, there's this style, we've got this style, we've got this style, and then there's you. So there was why I was in it. Thank God a rapper won. Namibia voted.
Yes, Namibia voted.
Yes, we only took him so far, but then the voice came from the country.
Yeah.
So with the second season, what am I looking for? I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Maybe a group this time.
Yeah.
I would like to see a choral group maybe win.
Yeah, because that was going to be my next question. You know, what's going to be different from what you're going to do next? When is there going to be more opportunities? Firstly, will you be a part of it? And what will you be looking
I hope
for
so if they renew my contract as a judge. But if I am to be a judge for the second season, that is something that I'm going to be looking forward to.
So the fact that you're saying second season consistently means that we can look forward to
no, definitely.
Second season
there will definitely
right.
be a second season.
All right.
It's an annual show.
Okay, so it's going to roll out.
Yes.
And I think it was a tremendous platform, especially during COVID-19.
Especially during COVID-19. There's a lot of, we've learned a lot on set. I think for all of us, it was more of a learn as you go, but we've picked up a lot of experience. The team was a very tight-knit crew, so we were really relying on each other. So my back is leaning towards you, you watch my six. So it was that kind of production. There was no blueprint, even though we had a whole plan as to what we'd want to achieve, but no one from Idols came to us and said do it like this or do it like that. So it was an on-job training. We had an amazing crew. We got along most of the times. We didn't have arguments. Everything was productive. And we finished the 19th episode. So now I'm looking forward to season 2. But for season 2, that is going to be a whole lot of strict.
A lot more poker face.
A lot of poker face.
Because remember, everybody's trying to be superstar.
Yes.
Some people have the talent, but only one.
Of course.
Could be the
and
winner.
it's the standard also. I need people to understand that we don't want you to we don't want you to come here and, you know what I mean? We don't want you to come here and try to make jokes and take chances. I'm only here to take there are people that studied music, you know, whether it's an art form of playing keyboards or guitars or whatever. Some people eat, dream, and sleep music, you know. So this is a platform for them, and we're not saying that we will change your life like you're gonna be a millionaire tomorrow, but we want to help boost your career.
Push you in the right
you understand?
direction,
So that's what it is, and we really need people to understand that it's all about the standard. It's all about you contributing to what is already there. All right, we don't want to change you. Just bring your uniqueness and just shine, and let everybody see who you are, for the star that you are. That's basically it, pretty much.
And sharing that with the rest of Namibia.
Of course.
Now, that is a Bananas platform. You finished that, you wrapped that up, you guys chose the winner, Rada came out on top. You went back. Are there any acting gigs? We know we're going to be seeing you somewhere on the screen somewhere soon. A lot of times people forget that you're actually a whole actor, like a whole actor. What's on the line? Are you going to be in a movie next? I know you do the series.
We just wrapped up. We wrapped up one. I did my first feature. I did series. I did short films. So this is my first feature. People that don't know what feature means is it's a movie.
It's a feature film.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Like a movie.
So I did that. That was my first feature, and so now.
Do you play a leading role?
Actually, not a supporting role.
Are you like an action? Like it's gonna be.
I don't want to give away too much.
Okay, cool. All right, because
I don't want to give away too much, but it's very cool. I think that character was really just for me.
Okay.
And I can't wait for you guys to watch it.
Yeah.
So the way forward for me now is obviously I'm going to focus on the surge. I'm going to focus on the acting, and I'm going to focus on the music.
Yeah.
I had to take time off one as I was establishing myself on one.
Oh, yes.
So
yes.
now that I've got my foot on the door, I can
Yes.
really just focus on all three.
And that's what we are most excited about is the music, because that's where our hearts are.
It's been
with
4
Dice.
years,
It's been
Shay.
4 years since you have released an album.
No, actually 6 years since the album. My last album
Since
was
the album, yes, 6 years since the album.
Yes, 4 years was my
Since
last
the
single.
Last single.
Yes, so Bodies was the last one. It's been too long. I said you laugh me off.
Speaking about staying up to beats and being in tune with what you're doing, where do we go on social media or YouTube or wherever to
Yeah.
catch up with you and
So
stay
it's-
tuned for the release?
It's Dice #1 Stan on all platforms. That's on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not nice like that. I'm not. I'm not nice like that. Hey,
You
Twitter.
look, while you've been gone in Okahanja, you've obviously been introduced to a lot of new talent.
Yes, a whole lot.
And a little bit later on in the show, we get to speak to one of the guys that's currently working with you, a guy called Marley Note.
Yes.
Are there any other new talents that you are introducing to us on this new project that you're working?
Not right now. I think
Okay.
the freshest talent on the album is Marley Notes.
Okay.
He's the most featured person on the album,
Mm-hmm.
and he's also, like I said, the guy that produced
Yes.
half of the
Half
album.
of the album. Yeah.
So,
So, he's got the production ear and he's got
Yes,
a talent as
of
well
course.
for his voice.
It wasn't
Okay.
planned.
Yeah.
It wasn't planned. The
Yeah.
thing I like about Mali is he does his homework. Like, he comes to the studio, he's like, "Big homie, are you at home?" I'm like, "Yeah." So he pulls up, and I'm like, "You need to hear this." And when I hear it, immediately I'm like, "Let's record."
Let's do it.
It's always like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't even write, we just record. I think with the single that's coming out next week, which is called 24 Deep, we recorded it in less than 30 minutes because I mean the beat is so crazy.
You already know
all you wanna
what's
do
up.
You don't just record me, let me just say what I have to say, we'll fix it later.
Yeah.
Kind of vibe. So that's what Mali, he brings
Yeah.
a whole lot of fresh energy in the studio. He's a good guy to work with.
Yeah.
You know, most of the times when I have my people in the studio, when we are out here talking, Mali's got headphones on and he's
And then when you check
And
at
when
the
you-
end of the day,
Oh,
there's
like,
a whole...
when did you do this? No, just now. But all this isn't it recorded?
Oh, we're going to get to know him. We're going to get to know him. Listen, thanks for pushing. Thanks for creating a space and being a part of that for Namibian music to grow. And thanks for consistently being there to also mentor not only the guys you've been coming with, but in other different spaces for fresh new talent to thrive.
My absolute pleasure.
Yeah, man. We can't wait to see you on the screen. I want to see this action movie you're talking about. I can't wait.
I'm 24.
With trusted quality and great value on all Clicks brand products, switch and save. Buy Clicks Made for Baby toiletries from $11.49. Buy Clicks Made for Baby 240 baby wipes, $70.99 per pack. Or buy Clicks Made for Baby Dry Protect Disposable Nappies Jumbo Pack, $189.99. Clicks, feel good, pay less.
We can't wait to be together again and play until the sun comes up. But until then, let's stay safe.
The town of Oranienmund is open for business. Oranienmund's transformation from a closed mining town to an open and economically diverse town is a truly remarkable story told in a new TV and web series. Tune in to the virtual launch of this series on All One Africa TV and 99FM social media pages on Tuesday morning, the 28th of September, starting at 11 a.m. Find out how Economic Development Agency, UMDIS, and various development partners work to transform the country's best-kept secret, the town of Oranienmund.
As per usual, it is time for us to introduce you to brand new talent on the tribe, compliments of the land of the brave. Today it's in the form of Mali Notes. Now, previously in our interview, Dice kept on mentioning Mali Notes. First and foremost, welcome to the show and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Let's start at the very beginning. Your story with music, your history. How did you fall in love with music? Goes away, way back. Way back.
As a kid, there was a story and my mom used to tell me. Apparently every time a song or anybody played on radio, I used to search for somebody inside the radio, like, what the hell is it? Till I grew up.
So you used to look in the radio looking for the instruments?
Yeah, looking for
singing.
what's going on in this box here. Till later, growing up, until I understood what's actually, then I actually dived into it in my high school years. Yeah, that's when I really dove into production.
Yeah.
I actually started with rapping.
So you were a rapper first?
Yeah, rapper was hard.
We always start with the rapping. We always rappers first.
Yeah, rappers first, producers next, then singers.
And the production, how did that come to you? How did playing the instruments or finding these tunes and melodies coming together, how did that come to you?
I had this other friend of mine, his name is Cynic. It's a big time producer in Okahanja. It's the one that taught me everything I know today. Of course, including some other classes I took as well. But Cynic is the one that started. Like, I used to go sit at his house when he's producing. I watch what he's doing. I learned how to put in the kicks, snares, the whatnot. That's how everything actually started. And then
came together like that.
It came together. I felt like I needed to grow, so I took extra classes producing, mixing and mastering, beats and all that. So dove right into that, and then
Do you play instruments as well as a producer?
Yes.
That live element sometimes?
Yes, I do play the piano only. Of course, that's the whole, but I'm still trying to get to
the strings and the drums and everything else.
Yeah,
you'll get there. You'll get there. So tell us about some of the projects that you've worked on in the past, some of the things that have really brought your name to the fore.
I worked on a couple of other, I don't know, you guys know Kwame Sankara, of course you know Kwame Sankara.
MC Ray, shut up!
Of course, yeah. And I worked on his project called Rikuramena.
So that's you on all those snares and all them kicks.
That was me. That's where the whole thing started. You know, even if you listen to that project, you can see the whole elevation with the sound now that I have now. I kept on learning. I keep learning. I'm still gonna learn. That's how I want to grow, and also work with LeSean and all these other guys, and still working with a couple more artists. Currently, as we're speaking, projects are coming out. Worked with HB. This South African's rapper is about to come out too. He dropped his project called Garamtes. Worked on
I want to talk to that guy.
Yeah.
Be the plug man.
You really need to talk to that guy. That guy got the sauce when it comes to Afrikaans right now. Currently, HB is good. Worked on a couple of projects still.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What inspires you? What are the things that, because you don't only produce, you also sing and you also write music. What are the things that when you are in Okahanja, wherever you are, and you're looking around, what are the things that come to your fore that you want to tell as a Namibian or just as a young Namibian man? You know?
What inspires me is life itself, what you go through, everything you go through is what music actually is about, supposed to be about, because you're supposed to express whatever it is you're going through at the moment. That's what you're actually supposed to express inside.
And that's what the music does, right?
Yes, that's whatever I go through. If it's a sad day, if it's a blue day, blue Monday, whatever, I press blue keys if it's a blue Monday.
I like that.
That's what it is. Yeah.
The next step for you? Where to from here? Where are you taking this music thing? Where are you taking your production? What are you working on right now to make that happen in the next 5 years?
The next step for me right now is I have to go all the way to the top.
There's no price like the ShopRite price, which means you'll get low prices on everything you need. Like 4 kilos real good frozen mixed chicken portions for only $154.99 and a 2 kilo bag of nice parboiled rice for just $26.99. The ShopRite price, the price you can trust, always.
So that was another amazing interview. Stick around because we've got more.
Did you miss that incredible 99 FM interview? Don't worry. You can listen to it in the app anytime, as many times as you want. Simply search for the interview you missed and voila. Afterwards, you can share it with friends so no one misses out. So what are you waiting for? Download it now on any mobile device and instantly become a 99 FM app store. 99 FM, your inspiration station.